Hey, my people, what's going on? This is Major TV. Let's talk. Got something I want to talk with y'all about. I did do this video, but I said in the previous video, I keep saying that I missed the editing. I didn't know what the editing was, and I'm saying it because I really like the video. And I don't know if I'm gonna have the same energy and steam, because a lot of times when you're doing these videos, you know when you're on a mark and you're feeling good about it. Sometimes you be like, man, I don't think that's a go or not, right? But here we are. This is something I want to talk about, have a conversation with you all, because this is a real serious problem in the black community. I think outside violence, violence, but not knowing, being inferior thinking, not thinking really outside the box, not letting nothing subjugate your mind, whereas you can't really see the other side of the tunnel. And I'm talking about people that can have an education but be naive about certain things. People can be making a little money or some nice money but be very reckless and careless. I'm talking about people that may know things but not applying it, right? So what you're talking about, Major? I'm talking about this. Black people or blacks and money, ignorance, miseducation, and jealousy. And this is a real situation I want to talk about, because when you look at the billions and billions and billions of dollars black people spend, right, on consumer goods, when you look at the lack of business in the black community, you look at the lack of creativity in the sense of hustling, in the sense of building wealth, in the sense of understanding that the fight is not a fight that you take lightly or for granted. You understand that there's racism and white supremacy going on, but there are confines you can work in within that, right? Well, like they say, you play chess, not checkers, So if you understand the game of chess is all just about strategy, right? As opposed to moving checkers real fast and whatnot. If you make the wrong move, they can take like 6, 7 your checkers. With chess, you're setting people up and you thinking, because the way you move that pawn, that rook, that bishop, that knight, that queen, that king, it matters as much as the checkers. But the checkers is a fast game, and how I equate that like this. And I be dropping jewels when I see this. See how technology came into play? How everything fast? That's how people live their life. I drive trucks, right? I see people flying. I be seeing some horrendous wrecks with 18-wheelers with cars. The first thing that came to my mind? Now, I don't know eternally what's going on with the vehicle, but I didn't see situations where it could have been totally unavoided. But people tend to move fast and think slow when it's supposed to be the other way around. You think fast and you move slow, but people be moving fast thinking slow. I don't care if you're late for your job, your child graduations, your mom's funeral, your daughter's birthday party. You get there when you get. You just have to deal with the disappointment of being late. That's something you have to deal with, but your life matters. You be in the hospital all banged up, or you dead, or get unnecessary tickets, it just don't make no sense. But we're in a society where everything is like this. People are so impatient. Even when they go through fast food, they just click out. Even the people mess their food up, they just go too extreme. And I hate it, because it's a fast food type thing. Things gonna happen, which we know fast food not healthy. So let me get to it. Another thing is I hate to see black people, hate to see black people killing each other behind $1. Running game on each other, messing with each other about a paper bill. It has no value. Listen, none. It's all you debt. I give you $10, you give me I don't know, call $10. I don't know. You give me some food, right? You go to the bank and the bank play the game with you, blah, blah. You put some account. It's all computer money. It's going back and forth. It's all math. It's all math. It's not all that way you see in printing and all that. Yeah, they have so much to put in your hand, but they're really dealing with computers. That's fake money. That's not even real. Nixon in 71 stopped backing the gold. Stopped back, the dollar with gold. Most of these countries back a currency with gold, right? But during the time, the debt situation was kind of regular, right? He didn't want to find himself putting gold behind the dollar and getting caught up at the payback. Everybody, country-wise, right? So they just shut that down, right? And a lot of companies like that, right? Countries like that. But he stopped that in 71. So if you were saving, you was getting like, let's say you got $3,000-$4,000 in the bank, you getting like 2-3 cents a month. But if I come borrow, I can get 20, 30, 40,000, 100,000 with low interest if I got good credit. It makes no sense to save money. This is what I'm saying. I took my whole savings and dropped it in the damn stock market. And guess what? Salute, I'm doing pretty good. Which I haven't studied for years, I ain't gonna lie, but I've been on silent like everybody else, second guessing stuff. But I went on and did it, right? Now I do save a little something. I got some nice size credit cards. That's why people like, you gotta put 30, 40,000 on the side for emergency spending. You don't. If you got 50,000 on a credit card, 100,000 on a credit card, then we be like, oh, I don't report a credit. You're a slave of debt. And here's a black conscious movement. Somebody be like, man, I won't be a slave of debt, blah, blah. Y'all know about what happened with the New Deal, how 1933, FRD with Franklin D. Roosevelt signed New Deal, signed over us, our birth certificates to the banks to flood the economy, to deal with the Great Depression. Come on, y'all know about that. If you don't, I'm dropping jewels there. Our birth certificate was in red, numbers on that's buying numbers. It's on a buying market. We are all commodities. This country had went under. I mean, it was bad. It was something like today, where last year it was a COVID, but not, it was just, this ain't COVID worse than that. You can imagine we way advanced than them, you know what I'm saying? We talking about little less than, what, 100 years ago? No, let me see it. Yeah, a little less than 100 years, almost 100 years ago. But let's something like around that, close to 100 years, but it's not, a little 100 years. Like, so we much advanced. You heard the UCC and Polite and them talking about the solvent thing, and you do dual citizenship. You can go in court and argue that you're a straw man and all that. The theory that brothers from New York was talking about. They was pushing it. I was down in Atlanta dealing a lot of them and stuff with that, right? I was studying it, what have you. But I did a lot of research. A lot of that, man, that was that's not like how he was saying it. Like, and see, this was, I'm not saying people that have this, I ain't saying people that have success with it. But overall, do you imagine the power structure just give you that kind of power and saying, all right, you don't have to pay your car note, you don't have to pay your home and what have you. And then, I didn't see people do that, but I also learned that, I heard people do it, I don't know. But a lot of codes don't recognize that. The federal codes don't recognize that. Universal commercial code, right? So you know you're a commodity, right? If you don't know, now you know you're a commodity. So you're already in debt. The problem with black people and people in general, when I'm talking about black people, we see the credit, and we see we can buy anything. We got a major credit card like a Navy Federal, American Express. Well, the three major credit cards. Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, right? We can just use it wherever. But we don't realize that's money. See, the new currency is credit, not cash. You see the Bitcoin thing, and I got a little money in Bitcoin too, so I'm a hustler. I'm everywhere around. I'm driving these trucks. I'm online and doing the real estate. I'm all over with it because I'm understanding. But the problem was, I was like everybody, as much as I knew, I was stalemate. I was kind of a little paranoid. I didn't know what to do. I'm worrying about this, that, and that. You gotta get that to the Most High. Pray to the ancestors, dig. To the Most High, I'll be like, hey, we gotta get this going. Y'all know what y'all been through. You know what I'm saying? And now, you know, we won't come out this. Because they paved the way for us. That's why we should always acknowledge the answers. They paved the way. They made the way it was possible. I don't care what nobody say. This country never gave us nothing. We had to earn it. You know what I'm saying? Through bloodshed. Through some violent protesting. And the violence was brought on us. You know what I'm saying? When we brought some violence back to them, it's because we were defending ourselves. We had to shoot back because they were shooting at us. When it was coming through black neighborhoods. Tearing it down because of hatred. Prejudice. You know what I'm saying? White supremacy and all that other good stuff. Or bad stuff. But make a long story short, we have to, it's a saying, right? I'm about to go there. Understand what I'm about to say? They say when you're in Rome, you live like Romans, right? You know Western Hemisphere, so you already westernized to a certain degree. You brainwash yourself and decolonize your mind, right? And you understanding that everything was told you was a lie. Now you replace it with the truth, right? Now we're dealing with this now. We deal with the fact that now, just like they watch Africa and went over there and learned a lot of stuff and then decided to invade it and then turn around, capture it and keep a hold on it. We in this country now, we can do the same thing, right? Meaning we can learn the same thing they learn how to use credit. Everything around you. Look around you. Just look. I'm about to look for this book I'm going to call out. Look around you. Everything around you is built with credit. If a person have to put up cash, like you be seeing them big old stadiums, because they be asking for billions of dollars. It be big old investments, right? Where the bank won't look collateral, because a lot of times you got to realize with credit, and with credit sweet with this, right? Hold on. It's sweet with credit. Because they gone off of your previous relationship with other banks, institutions, companies, what have you, right? So what you did, you just shook your hand with somebody, you signed, and you promised you're going to pay them back. And they say they're going to trust you. They want the collateral. But when you're talking about big old, giant, huge investments, where you asking the bank to take on a whole lot of risk, it's different between give you $200,000 mortgage as opposed to a $1 million mortgage, as opposed to talking about $1 billion, $1.5 billion. You know what I'm saying? That's a big difference. The bank probably won't. You might have to use put a little money collateral. But a lot of people don't deal with money. They just probably put up properties they got because they're billionaires. You know what I'm saying? So hold on. I want you to check out this book, right? And this book was deep. And I really, like I said, if you want to learn anything, y'all go on YouTube. Now, they don't have everything and most things you can learn. I mean, anything. Just whatever comes to your mind, YouTube got it. I'm trying to find this game. You go right here. I'm sorry. I want y'all to check out this book, Credit is King, by Will Roundtree. I'm gonna flash across this book and everything. Credit is King, right? I got the audio book. I know I didn't read. I got the audio book. I want to buy the physical copy, but I'm high tech. I be trying to avoid the book, but the books thing, because the books can take up a lot of space. But I got a little library. I want to build it up, right? But Craig is King. He talks about he's quoting certain people. I forgot who the people were. He said one person said, the newcomer said, what you heard me say there is credit, right? And one person said to become wealthy, you have to go in debt. See, we get scared of debt. But check this out and remember this. There's risk in everything you get yourself into. Well, minimize the risk is knowledge and what? Insight. See, if you don't know nothing, like you messed the lotto, you look a $10 million one chance of hitting the lotto, you have no knowledge of the company, of the lotto system, and how you can crunch it like you do with the stock market. Which that's the reach of stock market is much better than you can study companies, right? Peter Lynch with Fidelity, you know, that's why I was checking out, right? Him and Warren Buffett, right? But then Beat the Street by Peter Peter Lynch and Warren Buffett, I forgot his, and he was talking. They're on there buy and hold type thing. They don't like the trading and stuff. I do a little trading, but I started trading really. Then I started buying and hold, but I'm thinking about doing a little day trading to get a little income. But I don't have the time because I'm driving trucks. But I had read so much of it back in the day. I got the books. I just go back to my books and I be reading. You know what I'm saying? And I said to say this year that when you understand stuff like the stock market, because it's nothing but like, look, bull and bear. You heard me? Point blank. You know what I'm saying? People that's winning, people that's losing. You know what I'm saying? And you have a lot of emotional people that don't know what they're doing. And you got the few that's truly are investors and know how to maneuver. But it's a system. It's not an easy system. It's very risky. I didn't lost easily a couple thousand. I got it right back. But I could come to my jump out of position, go back in the position that wasn't cool. But I don't really want to talk about all that, go deep in the stocks and stuff. But I can teach y'all, I can show y'all that. Like I said, I'm a hustler. You know, I like to read. But make a long story short, Cricket's King speaks about you have to go in debt. You got to go in debt to be wealthy, and that credit is the new currency. So he talks about lots of. He talks about leveraging debt. If you don't know what leveraging debt is, the fact that you can use the debt to flip it. Like I say, once I started my online company, I started a real estate company with that, right? I flip everything, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I flip everything. You know what I'm saying? If I can flip you, I'll flip you. I'm just joking. Just joking. But I just understand. I heard a white guy, right? I was in the airport. And the nigga was coming. I don't know where I was going. I was going to Miami. I was going, I don't know. I went to Miami. I think I was coming back down here to New Orleans, right? And there was a white guy talking to somebody. Y'all know I'm juicing. And I'm fasting, so I'm trying to shake this weight off, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get big sex. I'm just joking. I gotta slim down though, for real. I'm getting big, I'm unhealthy, and I don't like that issue. I said 30 days, but I over talk myself. I don't know if I'm doing 30 days. I'm gonna do it one day at a time and go from there. Move along, make a long story short. This white guy, I was talking to another guy. He was talking about how he be getting collectibles and be selling. He told somebody, he said, man, you can sell anything. And when he said that, something just went in my head. He wasn't even talking to me and he dropped jewels on me, right? Now, I know about collectibles. I know about the stuff he was saying. But just hearing somebody else say it's beautiful, right? I watch people talking about wholesaling, right? I learned wholesaling online with the real estate, right? But I have been doing a lot of real estate reading prior to looking at stuff. I learned online stuff, doing online stuff, learning that online. You know, long story short, we have to understand that there is so much opportunity out here, right? If we just do right by our money. What I mean, save, then invest. Think about what you really want to do. You gotta know how to hustle, right? There's all kind of side hustles you can do. And some of you got to have a certification, but it doesn't matter, y'all. It doesn't matter if you need certification or not. The whole point is hustle. IRS said what is legal, illegal reporting. So I'm telling y'all about that, right? But let's get down to what's real. We blow our money on too much of stuff. Blacks are leading in buying Mercedes-Benz. How are we the poorest people buying the most expensive cars in the world? Blacks are leading buying all the high price, expensive clothing, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, all this stuff, right? The Jordans and what have you. We the leader in all this nonsense. We sometimes go out the way and buy these big old houses and we can't even afford it. Why? To show another person, I got it going, look what I can get. Let me drop jewels on you, right? And somebody told me this, so I'm biting. But this is the only country in the United States, in the world, that a poor person can buy the same thing as a rich person. Listen, This is the only country where a poor person can buy the same as a rich person. What you talking about, Major? Y'all don't see the cars people be driving? The clothes? Y'all remember about 2008 crash? The reason why they were just giving cars to people, like state income, you can say whatever you want. Give me a big house to people, just a state income. I make 300,000. They know they don't make number like 80,000. I make 100,000. They know they don't make number 30,000. They was lying. They was giving the cars from giving, and that's why a lot of them fell off. See, we don't understand. For the rich flaunt their thing, they get themselves together. But a lot of them, because they know money, they don't even try to show up like talking about it. We make fun of white people and people that be looking all thrown off. My dad, one of them, bless his soul, love my pops. My dad had a regular car. They couldn't dress in nothing. He had that money. He had properties, right? So, he wasn't stupid. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of us, we stupid with our money. And I don't mean to offend nobody. We really stupid with our money. I'm working on somebody quick right now. I'm not going to say her name, right? She got 3 cars and all on foreign finance for her kids. But I'm working on her credit, right? Because me and her cool. I used to do credit back in the day. And taxes, right? I started back doing it again. But I'm doing it on a small scale because I got other things going on. You know, I got a couple of business going on. I'm driving and stuff. I'm looking at the driving thing and, you know, but I'm learning everything, right? I'm putting it all together, you know, because this all was experiment to me. I never considered myself a truck driver. I consider myself an entrepreneur looking for opportunity. But you got to wet your feet, understand what you're doing. See, the problem with the black community is the fact that we got this, I'm not even saying slave mentality. We got the remnants of all the suffering we've been through, how we've been belittled and talked down, made fun of, that now it's all about showing off on each other. And we be doing it to all the other groups and whites. We be trying to show off on them, but they look at us and laugh at us. Because you know, at the end of the day, you don't have the money they got because they made sure they created financial wealth. We way back there. And what made matters worse, because we keep talking about reparation, right? They ain't doing it for the black community. My problem is the black community is not even getting rid of that money they fall in their hand. When Katrina hit New Orleans, August of 2005, man, them guys, when they got the money, like, later on, man, they was buying gold, doing stupid stuff. And I heard 2 white foreigners talking on the plane, but I want to tell them something so bad. He said, man, they complaining and all that. They got all that money for FEMA, and they just blew the money. I only got offended by him because they have nothing to do with you. And you don't know what our people been through, right? And the brainwashing and them not knowing no better. That's all it is, right? Like, I did, I'm trust you're talking to a living testimony. I did all that. I had the fun. I blow money. I shop like a female. I hate to say it. No homo, right? But I was actually going buy clothes like literally every day. Everywhere I'm talking about, and look, as much as I say I don't believe in holiday, which, but I'll get dressed and go come around. Like, that was a contradiction. I'm just saying, though, I don't do it no more. But you get caught up in that peer pressure and thinking what's cool. What we think is cool is not. Like being ignorant, talking stupid, saying crazy things. Oh, I'm going to shop till I die. I'm going to live this. Yeah, right. And then a year later, you broke as hell with a pity story. And see, people that see that, they pull away from you. You be like, man, I can't deal with dude. I can't deal with chick. Because their mind not right. I can't tell you, and I don't want to brag, man. I did so much for people. I swear. Anything you said and did, anything come to your mind, come on the good side, right? I did it. And if I didn't, it's just something I didn't do. But problem with people, you give them an inch. Like right now, I'm doing right now, I'm opening myself, help people start their business. I'm opening myself to make donations to people's business, right? But I'm not going to do it just like that. I need a group of people in like mind want to change the community. Meaning that if you have an idea, let's come together. Get a group. I'll fly to you. You have to fly to me. And I'll sit down. We'll talk. I want to see if you don't do, even if we don't do the business plan right. We just want to get you off the ground, right? We can do a business plan in between, right? But we need to understand what you're doing. And we understand what you know you're doing. And then we're going to rally, get people to support you. Because once you blow, you need to spearhead the same thing. We need schools. Umar doing what he's doing. Man, they got a lot of spots all around Atlanta in different cities. Then if we had the money, we could put some together. Even no more than about 10, 15, 20 students. Start somewhere. Right? That's why I'm supporting them, because even though he don't want to say he don't want to be a slave of debt, I don't agree with that. Just like I told y'all about my critique on Grandma's Deal, but I still support them, right? But at the same time, we don't have no time to be going back and forth right now. We really, really going through something. And my thing is, it's too much to take in and no giving back. It's too much to take in and no giving back. Like I told you, you don't need to build no damn content by giving me donations. I got this phone, tripod, this big mouth, and that big old head with stuff in there, right? Now I'm going to start writing stuff out, because now I'm starting to teach courses on personal finance. I'm putting it out there. I'm going to start teaching. When I say personal finance, you know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to put together a budget statement. Income, expenses, your net worth. If it's positive, that's good. If it's negative, that's not good. But either way, you still want to squeeze. You got the fixed income, the rent and car, truck loan, all that stuff like that. And then you got the adjustables, and that's the lights and all that, right? Food and stuff, right? I want to talk about saving. I don't believe in 10%. Save whatever. You can save the whole check. Cool. You know, as a pound, you got bills. I want to talk about insurance and warranties. I want to talk about credit. I want to talk about managing your life. Then I want to talk about investing, 102. Then I want to talk about real estate, 103. Then I want to talk about business, 104. Etc., etc., etc. And I'm talking about typing up ebooks and giving it to y'all. Free. This easy when you read. See me, when I be talking, y'all be coming from the top of my dome. My truck kind of red. I will show you. I don't know books around me. I don't have nothing. I got my laptop, my iPad up there. What else? The TV, microwave. I don't have none of that like that, right? Let me get a sip, y'all. I'm getting a little hype. Cool off a little bit. I got an L, y'all. I got a nice 2020 truck, too. That's what I want to do. But we have to first learn. Look, I ain't helping nobody. I ain't giving nobody nothing if you don't know how to manage your money. Because there going to be assignments in place. Because the same way you run your house, the same you run your business. They say practice make perfect, right? So it start now. Stop spending your money on stupid stuff. Stop thinking you got to go everywhere. Because everywhere you go, you got to spend money, whether it's gas, whether it's something to eat for the kids, you, what have you. Learn how to prepare meals. Learn how to cook if you don't know how to cook. If you don't need no clothes, don't go buy it. Look what W. Du Bois said. W. Du Bois said when he had left for lecture, right? There was a young black man said, hey, Mr. Du Bois, Dr. Du Bois, how can black people become wealthy? He looked, he said, as soon as we stop buying stuff we don't need. Stop buying stuff you don't need. I mean, point blank. You got all the outfits, well, at least sell them. At least go sell them. Look, they got a bunch of stores. I can tell you, you want to know, you want to sell your clothes, how you build income, whatever. I can tell you how to sell it in your house and what website put it on. But we buying stuff, and some of them like Pat, right? And I hope I don't offend nobody. I tell you that one time, and I finished some hours years ago, right? But we just having stuff. I been at people's house, they got stuff all around the house they're not even using. Man, sell that. Give it away or something. And then we have to learn how to give, yo. We have to learn how to give. We don't know how to give. We have to learn how to give. What happened to having a heart? Man, I'm like, damn. They be like, I mean, know how to sing, go, huh? The game is for to be sold, not told. That is really true, because people don't even halt no more. Everybody's selling everything. Like, damn, when I cut people hair for free. And I used to be a barber. I cut my own stuff too. Like, see that thing, I'm a crooked, that screen, I'm like around like a crooked with my stuff really straight, right? I'm a self-sufficient guy. You know, them guys in the barbers be smashing my line inside to do my own stuff. But I learned how to do that, right? I learned how to cook and all this stuff here. But to make a long story short, we have to learn how to give. I literally cut people for free. Literally. I literally do things for free. I learned how because I know karma, it says a B-I-T-C-H, right? When you do wrong to somebody, but karma can also be lovely. You can get that back to you, right? You give kind, you get kindness back. You do bad, you get bad back. Because the ancestors looking down on you. They all over looking at you, seeing what you're doing. And then the Most High, like, okay, let me see what's up. I'm going to tell you a story about my mom. I love my mom. I ain't gonna lie, bless her soul. We was living in the Desire Project. I guess I was about like 15 years old, 14, I don't know. And my mom was a Jehovah's Witness. So, you know, we didn't celebrate holidays and whatnot. And it was rough too, you know, like that, not celebrating holidays. And there was an old lady pushing a basket, and she was homeless. She was real, real old. Bless her soul, I know she's not here. She had to be like in the 60s or 70s, late 60s, 70s. Big woman, right? And she had this horrible smell. And you know, in Desire Project, you know about Desire Project in New Orleans, you got 2 downstairs and 2 upstairs. I'm in the front part of it, Desire in Abundance. And this lady had asked, we was at the second floor. She asked both of the people at the downstairs neighbor and upstairs. And then she asked my mom. Now I was outside, right? Because you know, I found out after when I got to the house. I came in the house, and that lady come on my, she was a real nice old lady. She came out and put some bags, and she hollered at me. And I'm talking a long time ago, right? I said, all right, ma'am. But when I went in my house, I was so freaking mad. I was like, Mom. And it was stink. I mean, the old lady had a smell on her, right? Look, that's why I tell everybody. I get this good help from my mom. My mom was on her hands and knees with Lysol and pneumonia and all that, and just cleaning that floor, cleaning the bed. And I literally I was like, Mom. I was mad. I said, Mom, why you let that lady out of my house? She got this thing and this, that, and the other. This is what Mama said, right? She said, Major, she said, that lady knocked on each one of the people's door. Everybody refusing. You gotta remember my mama was under that religion, right? She was like, would that have been Jesus, right? And I just broke down. I was like, wow, she has such a big old heart, right? And when I grew up, you know, even though I had a troubled childhood, or getting in trouble and what have you, I always had a good heart towards people, right? But I also was all dealing with vibrations. That's why in my life now, where I'm at now, I had to cut off a lot of people that wasn't about what I was about. See how I'm talking to y'all? This how I talk. I don't want to talk about sports all day. I don't want to talk about this, that, and other. I don't want to keep talking about Trump. There's other things we can talk about. You feel me? That's why I say I'm doing this for me to clear my mental and help my people, because my ancestors watching me. I pray. I write my own prayers, y'all. I write my own spiritual concepts and beliefs for me, because I don't know what to believe in. Because a lot of stuff is just refurbished. And until we give our just due in Africa, I'm not subscribing. I don't care who don't like it. But guess what? I've been this for a while, right? Afrocentric. Fighting the Eurocentric Western way of thinking, right? I'm fighting with this. We all are, right? But guess what? God keep blessing me. Like one dude told me my job, he said, damn, Major, man, you don't believe in Jesus. What you believe in? I said, man, I believe in the Most High. I said, I showed you my house. I just showed you things is happening with me, right? And my dude, he ill right now. He wanted the lead driver. He making that paper, right? He been the longest. And I'm right after him, right? And his health is looking kind of bad. I'm praying to ancestors that he get well, right? I have to call him, by the way, too. But my thing is this. Your belief is your belief, mine is mine. But don't think because I don't believe what you believe in that nothing going good in my life. So for me, you know, when he said that, I'm like, I do believe in something, right? And it was a thing whereas we've been so like misled in believing that you gotta believe in this or believe in that to be whole and to be in the kingdom of God. Well, I thought that we were always gods, right? And there's a Most High, right? Why we are gods? Because we create everything. Look around you. Skyscrapers, planes. Look around you. Spaceships. We create everything. Boats. Built. Come on. Computers, laptops. You don't think that's great? That's why I kind of don't understand why they keep questioning the pyramids and blah, blah, blah. Black people always been advanced. Just because we haven't figured out, we don't know what's going on. But I don't want nobody trying to discredit the greatness. Because it only tells us part of history, so much history that we don't even talk about. Unless black scholars or historians talk about it. So I kind of got off the subject, but I think I'm addressing what I want to address. I want to get on the jealousy thing, right? You know, like, we gotta stop being jealous of each other. Because if money come running through the neighborhood, it's gonna be horrible in the black community because our mindset toward each other. I've been around people, they be like, man, she thinks she all that because she bought a Rover. Or somebody might say, you think all that because you got a barber shop. And I'm like, rather than being around people, this is examples. Literally hating. I don't care if a person, listen what I'm saying. I don't care if you mismanage your money and you're not even living right. But if you're doing good, I'm happy for you. Because we don't know when that person might. That's if they even have any personal issues with money and what have you. We don't know. That's the problem. I shouldn't even try to even elaborate on that. Why would you comment on him or her? We have to stop the hate. Look, I'm the first to say, right? I am not who I used to be. I'm a better man, right? So what I did last year, what I did the year after, I'm a whole nother man. We have to not only walk in our truth, but accept the fact there's gonna be some black people that's gonna just do well. It just got to that factor. They're talented enough to create right or what have you. We should be happy. They're talented enough to master what they're doing and then get the proper accreditation, right? Or proper funding, or proper pay, or make their proper profit a robust profit because they're doing what they gotta do. A lot of them, we half-assing at it. We don't want to study and read. We want to start a business, but we don't understand how to run a business. We want to talk about we want to do this, but we don't know how to begin. You know? It's like, it's a bunch of wishful thinking. I used to tell everybody, intentions ain't nothing. I'd be like, oh, man, I'm thinking about doing something. That don't mean nothing. If you're not hashtag turn words to action 2021, you faking. So all that hate, that have to stop. That hate is bad. You know what I'm saying? It's so bad we killing our community over fake currency. It's so bad that other groups, including whites, are coming to our community and taking over our community. It's so bad that we can't even sit down and discuss how to take back our community. It's so bad that the top, the leaders, pointing at the people at the bottom, and the people at the bottom pointing at the people at the top, the leaders. It's bad, y'all. But nobody can really sit down and say how to solve a black person problem. First they say history. You need to know your history, be brainwashed. Then they say, yeah, you need to be black, you need to be black and be black and empowered, right? Then they say, you need this, you need that, you need this, you need a hospital, you need all this stuff based on it. Why are we not sitting down orchestrating a real plan? Hashtag turn words into action 2021. Let's do it. But we can't do it with just me and you. We need people to believe that it can be done. If you want to start a school, let's do it. A sister commented and said she wants to start a bank, a black bank, and she wanted talk about stuff. Myself and Grandma J talk about and bring it to Congress. All that's good, right? But once we sit down, we'll see what you really want to do. We'll see if you really about your business. Because I know I'm about mine, right? And we need people in all these different places saying what we need to say. But at the same time, understanding that the objective is just to get us back afloat. Get us to understand what we're doing. Because there's a lot of people talking about history and showing a lot of valid things that really affected us, right? But also, we need to put more emphasis on, we need to set up our own hospital or medical studies where we can get black doctors trying to find out different diseases that's going on, start questioning and stuff like that that could be alive. Like we literally putting our hands in somebody, we putting our life in somebody's hands. If we hating on each other, if we having that plantation mindset, because right now, remember, N word is still being used today. We used to the ER off and put the E on them, and that came out the plantation. I talk way too long. I just had to get this off my mental. I'm serious, like I'm sick and tired of everything and everybody talking that noise. You give me some money, I'm gonna do something with it. But I don't want your money. I want to put some money in your hand and get other black people put money in your hand, and the money you got in your pocket, you also put in the bag and get things going. Then we go to the next one. And I know there's a lot of people got things to do, so we're gonna have to do the vetting and what have you. Because if you don't know what you're doing, what you want to do something, we may have to hold up. Let's get this person got more, they got more like working for them. We're gonna still work with you, but first we gotta get the movement started. When you got these business, going on, well, you can start donating and giving back, and each one teach one. I just do hashtag each one teach one. That's what it's all about. We need to encourage, because when we start these businesses, we get people credit started or whatever, we have to make sure we stay in their life. We have to go buy from them, right? We have to remind them, what the fight is all about. So, hey, it's late. I gotta go to bed. Black people, y'all know I love y'all. Y'all know that. I'm just emotional. Sometimes my character, sometimes I'm animated. But you know what? I'm black. Always. So, hey, y'all stay on cold. Stay focused. Just be black. Salute.